just
Delete everything.
yep. Okay, what's going on in this fucking universe? Okay, I skipped a week. That makes sense. I was like, I'm going down a lot. Ooh, here we go. Start off with a banger and some revenge. Bobby
Okay.
Lashley faces Grayson Waller. Uh, I wonder if this is gonna play out as comedically as I planned. And then 2-on-2 normal tag match. Got Becky, Bailey against Charlotte and Mercedes.
Okay.
Then we have another tag match. DIY versus the New Day. I'm putting Xavier. Yeah, I put Xavier last time, didn't I? Yeah,
I think so.
I put Kofi and Xavier. Fuck it. Wait, who
Okay.
do I have? Wait, I just realized I remembered that I put something here.
So it's Kofi and Xavier.
Change it to. Uh, yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Okay, I got 3 matches. I deleted the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 5 man.
Okay.
Normal. Yeah, Nakamura, Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Pete Dunne, and L.A. Knight. Yeah, and in the main event, got Sami Zayn versus Triple H with the $1 Million Championship on the line.
Gotcha.
Championship. Alright, start show. Alright. Well, Damn it, I scrolled way too far down again.
What the fuck?
Whatever.
How's that match then? 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuck off, Charlotte. Not Charlotte. Okay. They really want to see Sasha Banks versus Asuka for the women's title on my end.
What the fuck?
It was like the main event at first, and then a major 5 matches. I was like, okay, save, and then I went back in, and it was like, hey, this is your new main event. It's like, no, 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 just delete that. I'm good to go though.
Alright. Rock kicks off with a loud ass, I was robbed! As Triple H screams into the mic. Kevin Owens screwed me out of our championship. I'm invoking my rematch clause tonight. I'm not waiting another second to get my title back. Sammy comes out and says, fine, I'll shut you up tonight for good. Alright. And this one, Bobby Lashley gets his revenge, but he's still not satisfied. Bobby wins. The comedy will come later.
Okay.
Alright. And then the four horsewomen come up to me in my office and say they want more. I say, what do you mean? I basically gave Sasha a free title already with that money in the bank. And they say Oscar clearly can't be beat. So they have an idea for a banger match at SummerSlam. And I bite and ask what it is. They're like 5 women elimination match for the championship with Oscar and the four horsewomen. And I'm like, this sounds intriguing to me. So I say, all right, no problem. These women keep coming up with great ideas for me. We should start by having some matches between all of them tonight. 2-on-2 tag match. Which leads to this. Io and Dakota accompany Bailey to the ring, and they help them get the win. And they leave Charlotte a bit peeved. So Bailey and Becky win.
Gotcha.
And backstage, we see Grayson treating his ribs after getting speared by Bobby earlier. Austin Theory comes in, and that's why he couldn't get the job done. Grayson says, look, man, if you think it's so easy to beat him, why don't you challenge him next week? Austin says, fine, I will. Alright. And the number one contenders match for the tag championship. We have I guess I put it was a tornado tag match. Oops, it doesn't matter. um, Ciampa hits Project Ciampa on Xavier. Kofi hits Trouble in Paradise on Gargano. They both get the pin at the same time. I come out and say, well, clearly these two teams are evenly matched, so we'll just have a triple tag match. Since the Usos are champions, I'll let them choose any stipulation they want. Whatever they decide, just let me know. And then Shinsuke comes into my office and says, "Oh, I don't know. I'm just gonna put random on this for the
I
winner."
just chose Champa. It like I understand kayfabe wise it was a draw, but
Okay. Then Shinsuke comes into my office and he says, "Since I was the first ever IC champion, don't you think I deserve a reward?" I asked him what kind of reward he has on his mind. He points to the poster of Drew with his championship. He's on his last legs. I could take him out. I say the best I could do is put Shinsuke in the number one contenders match, and he agrees. Alright. This is a number one contenders match. Alright.
okay.
As Kevin Owens is making his entrance, Triple H comes from backstage and attacks him with the sledgehammer. Hits him in the head like twice, followed up by 2 pedigrees to make sure he doesn't get involved tonight. Shinsuke wins.
Okay.
Alright, in this one, Sammy and Triple H are tearing the house down. They keep stealing each other's moves. Sammy hits Triple H with a pedigree for a 2 count. Triple H hits Sammy with a Blue Thunder Bomb. And then finally, Triple H sets up in the corner to put away Sammy with a haluva kick. When Kevin Owens' music hits and plays, Kevin's all bandaged up on the top of the ramp. Triple H looks at him and starts yelling at him to come down here. But KO just walks to the back. Triple H calls him a coward, turns around and eats a haluva kick. 1, 2, 3. Sami Zayn retains the championship.
Gotcha.
No edit matches. Let me delete everything. Delete. Oh shit. Alright, I'm ready.
And the subject of deleting the first match is Sheamus versus Matt Hardy.
Oh no.
Match 2 is AJ Styles versus Damian Priest.
Man, he's
Match
just going to
3
war with the Judgment Day. By
Match 3 is
himself.
the handicap match, 1v2.
What the fuck? Okay.
Is Matt Riddle taking on the Street Profits.
Oh no.
Match 4 will be Raquel Rodriguez versus Bianca Belair. Then your main event is Kurt Angle versus Chad Gable.
Alright. You suck. You suck.
Are you ready?
Save. Alright, I'm ready.
Okay. We open the show with Imperium in the ring. They call out John Cena for, Gunter and Cena's interaction at Money in the Bank. Cena comes out and stands in the ring face to face with Imperium. Gunther tells Cena that he warned him not to interfere with his business and winning the Money in the Bank, and Cena did exactly that. He got in his way and cost him the Money in the Bank briefcase. He tells Cena that now, since he has done that, he has to deal with Gunther on a one-on-one personal level. Cena says that he did what he had to do to attempt to win the briefcase, and from his perspective, Gunther got in his way from winning the briefcase, not the other way around. Cena says dealing with Gunther on a personal level is not a big deal to him. He's dealt with countless superstars on a personal level, from Batista to Edge to Shawn Michaels. The list just goes on and on. He's dealt with them all. He tells Gunther that through all those names, Gunther's just going to be another name on that list. He's just going to walk through him and move on to bigger and better things. Gunther gets upset at this, and he orders Ludwig and Giovanni to attack Cena. They jump him. Cena starts to fight back. As Cena starts to fight back, Gunther just nails him with this massive chop and just levels him to the ground. He continues to beat and kick him while he's down, and then he picks him up and just power bombs him multiple times in the center of the ring. As Imperium, at the end of the segment, just stand over John Cena. We go into a match, Sheamus versus Matt Hardy. Just letting the IC champion have some shine. Sheamus wins. Nothing special about the match.
Alright.
After this match, we go backstage. It is a interview segment with Braun Breaker. Braun is interviewed about winning the Money in the Bank briefcase. He says he hopes everyone realizes that he is no longer an underdog, that he is the future of this brand. He is the next up and coming star. He is the focal point of SmackDown. Now everyone has his eyes on him because he has the briefcase. Um, at that point, Paul Heyman arrives and just gives a bit of advice towards Braun Breaker. He congratulates him on winning the Money in the Bank briefcase and everything, but he wants to remind him who the current champion is. He lets him know that the current champion of SmackDown was a man who defeated Undertaker and broke his undefeated streak at WrestleMania. The current champion of SmackDown once held the Universal title for over 500 days. And that he may think he's sitting on a winning lottery ticket right now, but just remember who the champion is, and that you have to pick your moments wisely and not to ruin your chance to be somebody. After this, we cut back to the ring to get a matchup between AJ Styles and Damian Priest. During this match, AJ gets distracted by all sorts of like every member of Judgment Day comes out to the ring. Finn distracts him, and then he sees Rhea and Dom kind of go around the ring. And so he's like slowly following them with his eyes, and as he turns around to like watch them go to the other side of the ring, Damian Priest just catches him with a choke slam, and then picks him up and hits his finisher, which is called the Reckoning, which is also just a crossroads. And Damian Priest beats AJ Styles. After the match, Judgment Day just assault and just beat on AJ Styles in the middle of the ring. And all of a sudden, you hear Chris Jericho's music hits. And Chris Jericho comes out for the save.
Oh no, why to AJ?
Exactly. And yeah, Chris Jericho saves AJ Styles from Judgment Day.
Alright.
Um, we go backstage after this. Street Profits are walking around gloating about regaining their titles at Money in the Bank. Matt Riddle confronts them without Edge and Randy Orton. Um, he just tells them how they like conduct themselves as shameful. How whenever anybody like poses a threat of a threat to them, they just attempt to take them out at all costs with the concerto. Street Profits just they're like, well, we're top guys. We gotta maintain our position on the card, and we're willing to do anything it takes to get to that point. And Riddle is just getting fed up with them. And he's like, listen, I know Edge and Randy aren't here tonight, or at least haven't arrived yet, but someone needs to teach you guys a lesson, and I'm ready at any point in time to teach you guys a lesson. Street Profits just chuckle at that and just like, well, then we'll meet you in the ring. And we move on to this match. Um, in the match, Street Profits mainly just dominate. It's a 2v1. Street Profits are at the top of their game right now. Riddle does get a couple of hope spots where he starts to fight back and is trying to get his way back into the match, but Street Profits just simply outnumber him. The 2v1 is more than what Riddle can handle. Um, so in the end, Street Profits win the match. After the match, Riddle's beaten down and everything, and Street Profits go to do their usual. They get one chair, they slide it under Riddle, they go and get a second chair. And right before they concerto him, Edge and Randy Orton's music hits. They rush the ring. They have finally gotten to SmackDown, and they save Matt Riddle from being concertoed. We move on to our next match, Raquel versus Bianca Belair. Just a back and forth contest. Bianca proving why she's one of the top women on SmackDown, just hasn't gotten her shot yet. Raquel's trying to fight back, being the number one contender, needing to prove that she deserves to be there. We get towards the end of the match. Raquel is like on the verge of winning this match, and all of a sudden she hears Judgment Day's music. She looks up the ramp. No one is there. She just Judgment Day's music plays. It's enough to distract Raquel. She turns around, gets put in the KOD, and Bianca Belair beats Raquel Rodriguez. We have one last promo segment before this, before the main event. We have Kurt Angle's getting ready backstage, getting prepared for his match when Alpha Academy confront him. Gable tells Angle how he's excited to get in the ring with him and hopefully he can learn a thing or two from him. Angle just shuts him down and says, "Listen, I'm not here to make friends. He was inf- he's here to win this match." He was even informed by Heyman earlier tonight that this match is a number one contenders match for Brock to face Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. He's not here to play games. He's here to win. He's here to get that title shot. And he's here to be a champion. We move on to the main event. To start the match, Angle starts off very aggressive, trying to get the match over quickly. He just feels like he's leagues above Chad Gable, so he's just trying to get in there, get out, move on to Brock Lesnar. Overall, he's just outworking Gable, but Gable slowly, starts to work his way back into the match and starts putting together quite a run, just hitting suplexes. He even gets his rolling suplex out the corner hit on Angle. And then he locks Angle into an ankle lock, just trying to make Angle tap out. Angle seems like he's just in no man's land. He's not going to be able to get out of this. The ref is behind Gable, just like watching this and everything. Angle kind of senses that the ref is back there, so he kicks Gable back into the ref, bumping the ref and getting Gable to drop it since he hit the ref and everything. Gable then turns around, sees that the ref is bumped, trying to tend to the ref, make sure he's okay. While he's tending to the ref, Angle gets up behind Gable and just low blows him. Um, Without moving his arm, he just stands up and Angle slams him from that position. He then wakes the ref up, makes sure he's conscious and everything, and goes over and pins Chad Gable. 1, 2, 3. Kurt Angle is your number one contender.